Hey folks, welcome to Hero Handbooks number 3. Today, we'll dive into the support category of heroes with my personal favorite, Moira. She's a ginger witch lady with an obsession with balls. I think that summarizes her pretty well. As a healer, her job is relatively boring or extremely entertaining, however you want to look at it. I really enjoy playing healers as a general statement. For the most part, they can't really attack, but they also have the hardest job in the game. Healers have, mostly, low health and very weak attacks. Their simple ability to keep their entire team alive, however, makes up for that. I've said this a lot, but I need to stress it again. Overwatch is a team game, meaning it relies heavily on teams playing together, strategizing together, and fighting together. In games like Apex or Rainbow Six or Fortnite, which all have teams available, it is still entirely possible for one skilled player to win alone. Not so in Overwatch. Even heroes who excel at fighting multiple people, even really good players, still lose when up against a full team. So, please keep in mind that throughout this video, healers can't do anything without their team. So, if parts of my clip seem a bit slow, then just remember, I was waiting for my tank to respawn. So, Moira. As Mercy and some other healers do, she has two options. The normal attack is her heal, basically spewing a fountain of drugs onto whatever teammate is in her range, and healing them pretty well. She technically has a limited amount of ammo for this attack, but it recharges naturally and isn't really a problem if you know how to regulate it. All you have to do is hold down the fire button, and it'll heal anyone it touches. Not the enemy, but that's why Moira is especially good at keeping her whole team alive, because she can heal multiple people at once.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Her other option is an actual attack, and a leeching one at that. Holding down the other button, for me on PC, it's right click, allows Moira to steal the life force of an enemy, slowly, and heal herself in the process. Essentially, she's stealing health, but I like to think of it as slowly removing all of the target's soul. It's more fun that way. However you want to put it, it eventually ends in death. Theirs, if you have backup or are good at dodging, or yours, if you chose to try and leech a tank alone. That is a dumb idea.
Cannot escape me.
These two attacks are very important to use alongside each other. In a team versus team fight, you have to heal whenever a teammate drops into critical health, preferably before that. This will show up on their outline on your screen. But alongside keeping your teammates above critical health, you need to help attack the enemy. With Moira, this is especially important because attacking them means you heal yourself. As usual, try to find a weaker enemy to leech, like a healer or a support hero. This allows you to probably win a fight with them, to remove the enemy tank's health supply, and ultimately help out your team immensely. You should never charge off alone to try this, however. Stick near your tank and wait for some weaker enemy to get in just a bit too close and attack them. If they never do, oh well. That just means you and your team can steamroll through the enemy and they'll die anyway. Or your team will lose. Like I said, Overwatch is a game of teams. That means it's a huge balancing act, and the only reason any team can last longer than 5 seconds in a fight, the only reason any hero can stay in combat for any extended period of time, is because of the healers. So next time, send a thank you our way. On to her first ability. Moira's movement ability, very useful for escaping or just moving around the map, is rather like Tracer's dash ability. Moira teleports forward, backward, around a corner, anywhere as long as it's close. You essentially have 1 second in a shadow dimension to go wherever you want to run. Again, it allows you to get away from that pesky roamer who just won't leave you alone. Her second ability is, again, split in two sides. Essentially, she throws an orb that, according to what she chose when she threw it, can either heal teammates or leech enemies. The damage one is really just annoying, but it does scare off most damage heroes when they can't see where it came from. The healing one is really good. It supplements whatever healing you give to your team, almost doubling your amount of healing with whatever it's able to dish out. Both orbs also bounce off of surfaces, so keep that in mind, that if you shoot one straight forward, it'll bounce right back to you. Use that however you want.
One. Your end is within my reach. Evolution is a painful path to walk.
Finally, her ultimate. It's 7 seconds of being the firing my laser guy. On top of doing a lot of damage as long as you aim at the enemy, it also heals any teammate you shoot at. Meaning, if they line up right, you can shoot through a teammate, healing them, while also hitting the enemy, hurting them, and therefore healing yourself. This thing is excellent, entertaining, and... what's another E word? Exciting? Exceptional. Elite. Explosive. Extra. Wow, there's a lot of E words. Anyway, her laser is pretty good. So, with all that in mind, how do you play Moira? Well, remember this. Healers have very low health. Guess who has a ton of health? This guy. So, maybe you should use his health to keep yourself alive. Your entire job is keeping your team's health above 0, so they can take down your enemy's health to 0 and win the game. In essence, play behind your tank. That guy is always your number one concern, but if a teammate near you is about to die, it's not all that difficult to just heal them. As long as you stick by your tank and don't die to whomever they're fighting, chances are you'll win. Remember to send your orbs out, generally the healing ones, every chance possible. This means there's a constant healing or damaging going on even if you can't do it yourself. Anyway folks, that's all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching and have an excellent day.